Nah, bro, yeah, run that bit from the beginning, bro. I need the foreplay, bro. You know what I'm saying? Cause I'm finna fuck this shit up. Yeah. Could spend the same amount on drippin', I guarantee, nigga, I make it look better. Ain't always about who you wearing, my nigga, it's about how you put it together. It's 90 degrees and it's hot, but my feet is so cold that I'm changing the weather. Me and the fresh, we flocking together, we something like birds of a feather. Could spend the same amount on drippin', I guarantee, nigga, I make it look better. Ain't always about who you wearing, my nigga, it's about how you put it together. It's 90 degrees and it's hot, but my feet is so cold that I'm changing the weather. Me and the fresh, we flocking together, we something.
Once again, my name Duice. I'll be hosting this section of the night. To my right, we have two artists that are dope with the shoe game. We have Mr. Dan Farrow and also Mr. Mark. How y'all doing today, gentlemen?
Alright, what's happening, bro?
Alright, so I'm gonna talk to y'all boys about how y'all shoes doing and how y'all trying to set y'allself apart from everybody else. You did? First off, Mr. Farrow.
What's up, bro?
What's up?
What's good, man?
Okay, how do you go about, well, first of all, before we even get into that, tell us about yourself.
My name is Dan Farrow, like you said. I'm an artist, sneaker customizer. So my main thing is just, I take sneakers, it can be brand new, it can be old, they can be messed up, it don't matter, and I flip them. So I just, you know what I'm saying, I'm gonna turn it into something dope, something, you know what I'm saying, it's gonna be one-on-one, something that's gonna be different, and probably nobody else in the city gonna have. So for me, I just, you know, I really just go off of the customer, I go off of their style, I go off of things they like. I'm real big on customer service, so I go back and forth with them. I send them mock-ups so they can see what the sneaker is gonna look like, you know. So I'm just real, you know what I'm saying, hands-on with it, and I just like to really just go off the person's style and then find something that they're gonna like.
Mr. Mark, same question, man. What sets you apart? Tell us about yourself.
My name Mark. I'm from Atlanta. And what sets me apart in the shoe part of it, I'm pretty much all around. I do a lot of things. I do t-shirts, I'm a photographer. I'm just well around in a bunch of different aspects. But shoes, I'm a little different far as, because we have a platform to where I feel like there's no competition in getting certain items, or I feel like I'm a reseller's best friend, because I'm not trying to bust your head over the price or whatever. I'm trying to work out a deal with you, you know. So I'm more so of the friend to the situation. I'm not trying to beat your head, you know, take your money, you know how people are.
You own in the hood.
I ain't you know what I'm saying? Don't put that age on it. Don't put that age on me. But I am the person that you come to when you may need things for other customers or other needs that you may have.
For sure. Alright, Mark, since you got the mic, man, I'm gonna ask you, how do you go about branding yourself?
With it, well, there's a number of different ways. We have Instagram. I'm on Facebook. I have like probably 3 or 4 different social media platforms that I'm actually touching. I have a shoe one. I have a photography one, as well as a radio station. And so I'm just pretty much stretched out, just trying to knock out a lot of different things at once.
Sound about right. All right, damn.
Mine is pretty similar. Obviously, I got the social media sites, so I got IG, Facebook, Twitter, all of that. I got an Etsy page, so you know I'm on Etsy. So sometimes Etsy will like send out ads and stuff to people, you know, on Google. So kind of I get a kickback from that. I do process videos, so basically I like show me starting off from scratch basically, and then like the whole way through. But I kind of speed it up basically or whatever, so it goes through real fast. But you can see, but you can see like how I did everything, and then you just get to see like the evolution of the shoe, and then at the end you'll see it, clean, crisp, finished. I do it to like certain music, cause I'm an artist, like I said before. So I'm really real big in hip hop. So I just kind of like match the art with music. And so, when you see my videos, you also gonna hear some dope music too. And also, what I'm saying, I be around, so sometimes like I'm in the studio, I gotta engineer and stuff. I put shoes on them, like they'll wear it on their videos, music videos, stuff like that. So it's just kind of just trying to just touch people in different lanes, like you said. Pretty much, a lot of artists, we got our hands in a lot of different things. So, I run a podcast too, so I drop hints on there that what I'm doing or where I'm gonna be at if I'm doing a pop-up or whatever. So
That's real though. Multiple strings, man.
Got
I
to.
dig it. All right, back at you, Mr. Farrow. How do you feel about buying unpopular shoes? Like, I guess my question would be, would you rather buy an unpopular shoe and do your thing to it, or would you rather buy a shoe that's known, already have the marketing and everything behind it?
for me, honestly, I like both. Like, what I'm saying? Like, right now, my biggest seller is like doing Forces, low top or whatever, and Jordans, ones or whatever, because that's big, that's hype right now. So like with hype culture, that kind of, lets me know what I need to do. But at the same time, I like getting a shoe that's like not necessarily in and turning it into something that people still be like, damn. You know what I'm saying? Like that's really what I get off on sometimes. Just like, all right, give me something that you think is trash, and like let me show you I can make it fire. So like to me, you know what I'm saying, that's the artistry part of me, you know what I'm saying? But like the business side, the hustling me, like I know what's popping, I know what's hot, you know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna do that too. Like if you want me to give me that too, cause I like some of that too. So I'm gonna go in on that.
That's real though. Same question to you, Mr. Mark.
Well, for me, buying an unpopular shoe is a little difficult because I'm trying to make money off of shoes. So trying to buy an unpopular shoe that kind of, go against the grain of what I'm trying to do. And I'm kind of new to sneaker reselling, and so I kind of had my first story on that. So when I had first started getting into shoes or whatever, or reselling, I like LeBron. So I done went out here and bought a pair of LeBron. You know what I'm saying? Thinking that I'm about to make me some money off of these LeBron.
Not the Brunnies.
Man, when I tell you I still got these shoes.
Oh, for sure.
Don't nobody want no, excuse me, I was about to cut.
Yeah, don't nobody want no LeBrons.
But don't nobody want no King James. So buying a pair of unpopular shoes in my field is not what you necessarily want to do.
That's real though. Alright, so my next question would be, okay, so refurbished shoes for your line of work, I would say. Is that good for you?
It could be, because I go to these sneaker events, and when I was at this sneaker event, there were these gentlemen walking around with refurbished shoes, trying to see if they could get a deal over another pair of shoes. So if I sell you these shoes, that'll knock the price off for another pair of shoes as far as a trade. And so I kind
Like cars.
Yeah, so I kind of understood that aspect of it. But me personally, I don't necessarily do refurbished shoes because my clientele want new shoes. If you want to pay money, you definitely want some new shoes.
For sure. Same question to you, Dan Farrow.
I mean, for me, it works sometimes because some people would just bring me shoes, like I said earlier, that's already kind of messed up. And you know what I'm saying, I guess that's part of the restoration business for me. You know what I'm saying, somebody got a favorite pair of shoes like that they had for years, and then the shoes got kind of messed up or whatever. Like, I had somebody bring me some fives, but it was suede before. So like, you know, they kind of was like, I want to get these back to like nice condition so I can really wear them. So, you know, I had to basically like refurbish those. But as far as like me personally, if I'm doing the shoe or whatever, I prefer to do just like newer, you know what I'm saying, clean shoes, just because when the finished product is gonna look crispier and cleaner, you know what I'm saying, especially if I'm gonna post it. So, you know, I like to use, you know, new shoes. But the refurbished ones is good for me too, just so I can do crazy stuff on them and just kind of like show my skill or whatever. Or, you know, I can do a shoe for myself, which I've done before. Like I've taken the shoe, fixed it up, and like ain't nobody know really that it wasn't new. So, you know what I'm saying? It just depends.
That's real though. Okay, so this is a question I want to know. You know, I want to know about top sellers. You already said local Air Force One is one of yours.
Yo, fact.
But also I want to know the downside to what y'all got going on as well, in case anybody that's out here trying to do the same thing, y'all kind of like give them a little advice on what's going on, what to look for, what not to look for.
Downside, shoot. Time. Like it's gonna, you know what I'm saying? Like if you want to do customs or whatever, I don't know, it's gonna kind of take you a minute just to figure out like, you know, the best way for you to move, like the quickest and most efficient way for you to move. Cause you don't want to just be quick and then not have the quality, you know what I'm saying? But you also don't want to take too long and not get the product out to your people. So you gotta kind of like figure out that balance. Also, shoot, just knowing how to like set your prices and like stick with it. You know what I'm saying? That's one of the things I had to learn. And also getting to the point where you can set your price like where you want to. Like, you know, you might not be able to do it right off bat, but you gotta like know in your head like, okay, this is where I want to get to for my prices. This is how I'm actually gonna make some money from it. So I gotta start setting my prices up here. And you know, so sometimes that comes with just putting out quality products, but also like sometimes you need to catch a break. So like one of the bigger breaks for me was I got to do like a shoe for somebody that was like on the original All That cast, right? So like, and I don't know if y'all ever been like cultural experience or whatever, but they got like the little All That section in there. So they did like a whole little like podcast thing in there and everything. So like once I did that and posted it, you know what I'm saying, more people could see that I was legit. Cause that's part of it. Like people just need to know that you legit, you know, and they don't always, they be skeptical at first. So you know they got to see somebody else do it, somebody with a bigger name get it, yada yada yada. You know, that's how it go with anything, you know. So like once you get that, then you gotta know, okay, I'm worth it. So I'm gonna set my price here, and like I ain't really budging. You know, I'm looking to go up on my price. I ain't going back. So that's what it is.
Like he said, one of the biggest downfalls of it all is time. Trying to manage your time. With reselling shoes, you can go one or two ways. You can link up with somebody who have the computer side of things, and in a sense, life will be all great. You know what I'm saying? But in the imperfect world, you know, you have to literally go to these malls, sign up for these raffles, and sometimes take a chance on certain things. It's a quote that, you know, you can't get nothing without taking a risk. You know, so if you don't risk it, you ain't gonna get it. But at the same token, do not tie up too much money, because if you don't have the clientele to get off your merchandise, you'll just be sitting with inventory, and that's money that you just wasting, or it's just sitting.
That's right, it's just sitting.
You know what I'm saying? So you can either be doing something with that. That's why I'm in the position to where I'm trying to flip these shoes as fast as I can. I'm not trying to hit the high price.
Right.
I'm just trying to get them in and get them gone. You know, so
Make a lot of sense.
I'm not trying to sit up here and hit the $200, $300 mark on a pair of shoes. You know, I'm not. I'm just trying to put my money in and get some more money out of it.
Yeah, right.
That's my
Main thing.
That's it.
For sure, for sure. That's the name of the game, boy.
Try
Trying to
some more
tell you.
shoes.
Yeah, right.
And flip them, so you know.
Alright, so check this out. I heard you say something about collaboration, perfect world, things of that nature. Will also bring me into my second question, or my next question, I should say. Collaborations, is there anybody out there that y'all would like to collab with, or anybody that y'all would try to reach out to endorse, or as you would say, in a perfect world, what would be the best collaboration for what y'all do with the shoes?
In my perfect world, it'll just be one of them big brands, you know, Nike, Virgil come knocking on my door like, come design something for me, you know, just anybody, you know. At this stage, I'm really taking any and every opportunity and using it as getting the most out of it.
That's right.
Because all of it is just a learning experience. And you can't learn something if you don't do it.
That's real though. What about you, Dan?
Shoot, same really. Like, obviously, you know, you want celebrity clients, but I'm a bit like streetwear person. So, you know, if any other like some of the top streetwear brands like Duice, Duice is like one of my favorite ones. You see, the hundreds. Obviously, I would like Nike. You know, that's not really streetwear, but you know, that's the top brand. It's a lot of people, bro. Like, it's a lot of people. A lot of the black people, like, God is dope. I'd do some shoes for them. Like, you know what I'm saying? Just it's a lot of people that I follow. So just anybody that's kind of tapped into the culture, you know what I mean? Like, really, honestly. I do other collabs with like other artists. So like, I'm about to do a collab with somebody who's like a graphic designer. So like, you know, I'm gonna do some shoes for him. He's gonna do some graphics for me. So kind of like on that tip too, just kind of like keeping it in the community of artists. You know what I mean? So like at the end of the day, we all eating, like no matter what medium you in, and you know, like that's one of the biggest things, because you don't know like what you might get from that, or like what, you know what I'm saying, what might come out of that. You know, like I'm here right now just because of like artists connecting and stuff. You know what I'm saying?
True.
So like that's like my biggest thing. So really, it could be anybody that's really like on their art. I can't curse, but like anybody that's on their art stuff, like anybody that's really doing it, I'm gonna want to collab with you because I know you serious, and I know we probably gonna come up with something dope. And like at the end of the day, that's what it's about.
Most definitely, most definitely. Okay, so what do you see yourself in, let's say, the next year? Like, what would be the ultimate high, I would say, for you in 2022?
2020. I have a couple celebrity clients. I ain't gonna cap. Like, I need that. That, like, for real, I need that. I need a few more. And I probably would have put out my own shoe, like my own manufactured shoe, production wise. So like, not just painting on a Nike, or like, you know, not just switching the
Actually designing and picking out
yeah,
fabrics and
actually
stuff
all
like
of that stuff. You know what I'm saying? Not just switching the emblem on the shoe. I'm not taking shots, but
That was a flipper.
uh,
He's a
you know
flipper.
what I'm talking about too, right? But you know what I'm saying? Like, that's probably like, that's where I really want to get to. But I still like, just the artist in me, I like just, you know what I'm saying, painting some fire stuff on the shoe and making it look factory at the same time. So probably just being in that space, being able to do both, and you know, we'll see where that go from there.
For sure, for sure. Mark, same question, man. 2022, what would be the ultimate high for you?
Well, ultimate high for me would just, because I'm so scattered in all these different places, it would be ideal for me to be able to have one place where I'm doing everything in.
So something like a storefront,
Just
something like
a storefront, or a loft, or a view over the city, just
Straight up.
something where I'm just there, just able to do everything all in one place.
That makes sense. That makes sense.
I co-sign that.
If y'all didn't hear Dan say he co-signed that.
All I want.
All right, so you kind of touched on this, Mark, but I want you to go a little bit more in depth with it, as far as not necessarily the the product sit inside or the money just sit inside. But do you think it's a good idea in your business to collect shoes to a certain extent at least?
To a certain extent, yes. If you have that money to just have, you know what I'm saying, just
Continue to get.
you know what I mean. If you just have that money just to sit to the side like that, then that's good because some shoes do go up in value. A lot of merchandise go up in value. You know, reselling ain't just shoes. You know, it's a number of things.
Yeah.
So it's all these little figurines and cards and believe it or not, Pokemon.
Hey, nah,
Yeah,
Pikachu
everything-
will get you some money right now.
Pikachu will
Stop
get you
playing.
some money right
Stop
now.
playing.
I don't
Anything
know
vintage right now.
anything vintage, you know. So that whole thing is considered resale. So if you can get your hands on it, hold it, keep it in good condition.
You got some on your hands.
You got some on your hands.
That right. I'm teaching y'all something, man. Dan, same question. I will reiterate the
I'm gonna
question.
say, you saying the favorite? You know me too well, bro.
What you say?
The question was, do you think it's a good idea in your realm of work to collect shoes?
Yeah, I do. I mean, that's kind of how I got into it anyway. Like, I was you know what I'm saying, I like shoes. I collect shoes. So that's what made me start doing it. It was just like one of the, you know what I'm saying, seeing a dope shoe and being like, damn, I like that, but like, what would it look like if I did this to it? Or like, what would it look like if I flipped this color? You know what I'm saying? So like, once I found out that, oh, I can actually flip the color myself, like, you know, I was like, all right, bet. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it's definitely like, for me, I can just see, like I said before, I can see like what's hot. You know what I'm saying? I can see like what people is liking right now, and then I can kind of see like how I can deviate from that too. You know what I'm saying? And still keep it in the realm of like what I know people is gonna like. So it's big for me, and I'm just like, I just like I said, I just like sneakers. So at the end of the day, I'm gonna just, you know what I'm saying, I'm gonna collect like what I like. You know what I'm saying? Or certain stuff that's like got sentimental value. You know what I'm saying? Like,
makes sense.
sneakers is more than just shoes. You know,
Lifestyle,
to people who
man.
like really collect shoes and stuff. You know, so it can be art. It could just be shoes. It can be sentimental. You know what I'm saying? Like when them Kobe's drop, I had to get those
For sure.
because it's Kobe. You know what I'm saying? So like, you know, so like yeah, I think it's good, and it just keep my mind fresh. It keep my, you know what I'm saying, my mind turning. Keep me like thinking of different ideas and just how to kind of like differentiate. Damn, I messed that one up. But but it just keep me thinking on like how I can be different from like everybody else out here and different from like what's going on. So
That's what's up. More, and this is a question for both of y'all. This is something I really want to know. That first sale, man. That first flip, man. That's why looking at me like, boy, you don't even know. Talk to me, man. What's that story?
Well, one of my first flips, I didn't even do it. It was actually from one of my business partners. He not here with me today. He the one that really put me on doing shoes. He been reselling shoes for almost 10 years plus. And so I bought a pair of shoes that I was just like, let me buy these shoes. I ain't think that they was nothing. I think I paid like $120 for them. He said he went to these guys. The guy didn't even ask him how much he wanted. He was just like, how much do you $300?
Not 180 on the return right quick.
oh, rip.
So just that quick, I was like, hey,
That's what I'm doing.
this might be the business for me. Like, just that quick.
Straight up.
He didn't ask for the price. It was just like, well, how much do you $300?
I need them.
And he took it. So, that was one of the ones that was just like, wow.
Mind blowing. That's what's up. What about you, Dan, man?
I ain't making as much money as he made on my part. But like my I guess I got two stories. Like my very first shoe that like I really did was just like for my nephew, cause he really into sneakers. So I did one. I did a low top force for him cause he liked the Blue Jays at the time. They had won the like championship or whatever. So like he wanted that on the shoe, you know. So I made it happen. Like and it came out dope except for like the material. You know what I'm saying? Cause I didn't know everything that I know now about just like different mediums to pour in the paint and like make stuff look a certain way. So like it came out extra shiny. Like like the shoe was like shiny. Like yeah. So like I ain't like how that looked too much, but like the everything else on it was crisp. You know what I'm saying? Like the picture I put on it was nice or whatever. But, so you know what I'm saying? I ain't really charging for that. But like the first sale I made was for this chick that I was working with when I had a job or whatever. Like she wanted something for her niece, so I did some threes, and I kind of just like changed the back of them. I put like my own like camo design on the back of them or whatever, like, and I probably sold those for like I think it was like $80. So it's not what my price is at now, but like you know what I'm saying, just starting off, it was decent, you know.
Tell them what the price is at now, man.
Talk.
I mean, right now it depends, you know. If you getting like just one
I don't know what to tell you. Alright, man. Last questions for you gentlemen, man. We're gonna wrap this thing up. Social media, pop culture, do you feel like it played a big influence? And if so, how in your business?
Social media and pop culture definitely plays a big part in my industry with shoe reselling. If a celebrity wears certain shoes, the price definitely goes up. Or if a celebrity talk about a shoe, this price go down. Like just certain things, just certain things that you just have to deal with shoe reselling.
That's right.
And social media and that whole culture that came with it.
That makes sense. What about you, Dan?
Man, I just echo what he said, man. Like, if a celebrity rocking it, like it's gonna, you know, price gonna go up because everybody gonna want it, you know.
That's right.
So, and just as far as like we touched on before, marketing and like linking up with people, like social media is big. It's big for me as far as like just networking and linking with other people and like I said, other creators and like making stuff off of that. So like it's a big thing, bro.
That's right.
And like you see the trends, so like you know it's hot, you know what they do.
Big facts. Alright, last thing, we're gonna wrap this thing up. Any closing remarks that y'all got, any advice, anything y'all just want to say, put out there, y'all got any sales going on, what's going on, y'all talk to the people for the last little bit.
Yeah. I don't know if like, I'm pretty sure there's artists in here is you know, doing different things, just like, I know people say it all the time, but really just keep going, man. And just keep working, keep trying to collab with other people. I'm real big on that, you can't tell. Keep showing love to other people too. Like that's the real thing, man. Like show people love because it's gonna get shown back. Like don't be trying to hold out on stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like just keep the energy like good amongst the community. You know what I'm saying? They gonna show you love back. Like that's the best piece of advice I got.
One of the best pieces of advice I got is don't do it for the money. If you in it for the money, you in it for the wrong reason. Because if you're having a bad day and you ain't making no money,
talk to him, man.
You gonna look at it like, what's the point? What I'm doing it for?
Yep.
So if you don't genuinely love what you're doing, if you don't really feel like you can put 100% into it and you can really gain from it, don't do it. But if you love something and just do it. You know, if you want to try something, do it. You know, do it.
Alright, man, I appreciate y'all gentlemen for coming out tonight once again. Yo, y'all give out all your info. That was a part of the advice, man.
Yeah,
Gotta plug yourself in, baby.
Anthony Allen LLC. One on the Spin Out ATL is another one, and Dope Noise. That's from the radio station. It's a 24-hour radio station, no commercials. You can tune in, tap in, you know.
All right. Shoe wise, you can get at me at Artistic Luxury 404. That's on IG. If you want my artist pages, D.A.N, Pharaoh PHARAOH. And then if you want to check out the podcast, it's Thanks Podcast. That's on IG too. That's on Apple, iTunes, Spotify, Tidal, all of them. And I'm stationed in the back. Like I'm be doing a live custom, just kind of like flipping it. So you'll kind of get to just see a little bit of the process, like how I go from the mock-up to like changing the shoe. So
Y'all make sure y'all go check him out in the back. I appreciate y'all, gentlemen, man. Once again, in the white shirt to my far right, Mr. Maul. You did what I'm saying? Right here in the baseball jersey with the dreads, Dan Pharaoh. And I am y'all host, Duice Double Dose, and I appreciate y'all time for tonight. If y'all had a good time, make some noise. I said if y'all had a good time, make some noise. Stop playing with me, you hear me?